At the onset of the violence, prosecution gathered evidence suggesting that Mungiki and PNU youth were recruited for retaliatory attacks, ostensibly to protect the Kikuyu community, which was said to have been under siege in the Rift Valley. At one of the initial meetings, a prosecution witness claims Kenyatta was in attendance, loaded with cash.
According to the witness, Uhuru went to the meeting but did not stay for long. He called a Mungiki leader, who the witness refers to by name. The Mungiki leader was given 6 million shillings.
But that was just the beginning of the cash flow, according to the witness. The youth who heeded the call for attacks reportedly received quite a lump sum before departure.
The ones who were in Thika were paid to enter the lorry. Each one of them were given 150,000 to share amongst themselves. PNU Liaison 2 took 20 million shillings.
And while Kenyatta concentrated on the finances according to prosecution, Mudhaura focused on furnishing the youth with police uniforms.
There were approximately 100 Mungiki members in total. They were addressed by the Mungiki organization's spokesperson in the presence of the former Mungiki leader. They were served food and refreshments at the State House before getting on a military truck carrying military colors and driven by men in Kenyan army uniforms.
Paid and dressed up like policemen, they set off for Naivasha, where they were to launch the attacks. But on the way, they reportedly met several roadblocks.
The truck carrying the group of the Mungiki and weapons had to slow down at several police as well as army checkpoints along the highway in order for them to remove the roadblocks before letting the truck proceed. The back of the truck was open, and the guards could see that the truck was not carrying military persons, yet no one questioned them, end quote.
Meanwhile, another group of Mungiki and PNU youth convened at the STEM Hotel in Nakuru, according to the OCAMPO team.
Mungiki coordinators in Nakuru went with the former KANU MP to the Nakuru State House to pick up police and military uniforms and weapons.
When the moment to unleash the attacks came, prosecution claims the attackers did not lack in arms.
Sometime in January 2008, the Mungiki received a shipment of weapons, including guns and machetes, which had just arrived from Somalia.
Apparently, all that happened before the attacks was well within the knowledge of the former police commissioner.
The examples mentioned are reports that were sent to Mr. Ali 6 to 10 days before the attacks, which shows that the police commissioner had ample time to organize police forces to prevent such violence from occurring.
The Naivasha District Intelligence Committee recommended the arrest and arraignment of the former local MP and former Mungiki leaders, amongst others, for their involvement in warlike activities in Naivasha.
After the violence subsided and normalcy returned, a prosecution witness claims that the former Mungiki spokesman who was tasked with distributing police uniforms was eliminated.
Njuguna Gitau said publicly in the media that he would reveal information about the government and Mungiki. He was killed a few days after he said that.
The brutal Kwekwe squad that was directly under the police commissioner, according to the prosecution, even though it was later disbanded, was allegedly behind Gitau's murder. Sylvia Tebet, Citizen Weekend.